What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Underground Nerd Nation.
Hey, yo.
What else?
Hope y'all missed us. We took a week off? 2 weeks? No, we took a week off. But anyways, we back. We back to give y'all another
Like we never left.
great podcast. But anyways, I'm Keston, aka DJ Nexus.
I'm Camden, aka not the new Fantastic Four.
I'm Adrian, aka the new Fantastic Four.
But on today's episode, we found this discussion online and we thought it would be interesting to talk about amongst ourselves. But would previous MCU Marvel, if I said that right, so like old X-Men, old Daredevil and Elektra, first Hulk,
anything before Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man.
Exactly. All of them, would they have been able to handle Thanos?
It's just funny when you say that.
Why is it funny?
Because that's a goddamn joke.
It's not a joke, bruh. Ain't no way.
Joke.
It's not a joke, bro. I got pre-MCU beating Thanos way easier than MCU beat Thanos. 100%.
What? Oh,
all day long.
Got to hear
I'm not going to
this.
say I agree with Adrian, but I had to stop and think about it because if you think about the people they had to fight, there is an argument.
And we're talking about all characters from these movies. We're talking about both of the Fantastic Four movies where Chris Evans played Johnny Storm. We're talking about all three of the X-Men movies.
Well, it's all six.
There's some heavy hitters in these movies, man.
Hold up, real quick. Are we also including like the first class X-Men? Like with the
No,
we're not going to
those
include that.
don't count.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, this is funny. This is fucking
I'm
hilarious.
trying to. Okay, first of all, you don't even need but like half of them original, I guess we'll call them Marvel movies. We don't even need that. Okay, we can go ahead and leave Daredevil and Elektra. Probably
Boy,
Blade
you
on
don't
the
want to bring
sideline.
in Ben Affleck?
Nah.
Come on, man. Jennifer Gardner?
Nah, we leaving him
We
on the
gonna leave him
DC
in the
side. We're gonna
past?
leave him out of this conversation this time. He's a much better DC than he is a Marvel.
I'll say I'm fine with leaving him out of this conversation. Him and her, they
You know
both they're good.
It's
You
crazy.
got Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
I mean, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I feel like as if the pre-MCU Spider-Man, they displayed his strength way more than they did in these new MCU movies.
Yeah.
Like, because people don't realize that Spider-Man is actually really damn strong.
Very fucking strong.
And I don't think they exposed that enough in the new MCU. Like,
Nah.
They showed
don't-
Spider-Man. I remember in, what was it? Civil War, where Spider-Man and Cap have that little tussle, right? I won't say in theory. In comic books, Spider-Man is much stronger than Cap.
way stronger. Oh, God. It's not even a
Way
competition.
stronger. And Cap handled Peter in that scene. Like, Cap walked away from that.
Yeah, but you keep sleeping on Cap's hands. Like,
I'm
Cap
not
got
sleeping on
hands.
Cap's hands. I love Cap. I really do. But Spider-Man should be able to handle that all day, every day with a smile.
I will at least say Cap shouldn't have been able to handle Spider-Man as easy as he did. Because he kind of like he treated him like a kid. Like he was like a little kid of the superhero group.
Okay, so Cap's experience hand-to-hand combat. There's no one that I can think of hand-to-hand combat that's just gonna easily go toe-to-toe with Cap. The problem is Spider-Man
There's only
has
one.
spider sense. Who's the
You
one?
said there's only one.
Black Panther.
Oh,
Black Panther is about the only one
No, the Black, and that's
that will
something
go.
else. Black Panther
Well,
is
and
another one
Shang-Chi.
that slept on. Yeah, but Black
Actually,
Panther is another one that slept on as far
Black
as
Panther and
hand-to-hand
Shang-Chi
combat.
using their powers.
But no,
Like
that's what I'm
Black Panther
saying.
gets to
Even,
wear the suit.
wait a
Are
minute,
we
wait,
just talking?
what powers does Shang-Chi have?
He got the rings, bro. You
No,
gonna put
take
Shang-Chi.
the rings out. Take the
No,
rings out.
I'm sorry. Cap is murdering Shang-Chi. Ain't no way.
What?
Hands for
Murdering?
hands, no rings, no rings.
Murdering? Shang-Chi?
Murdering.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
He
Nah,
has superpowers. Shang-Chi has no powers. The rings are his power. He's a great martial artist. I'll give you that.
He's the greatest martial artist in the MCU. Like, that is his title.
Super soldier serum, bruh. That dude gonna counter the first punch and snap that man's arm, and then it's over.
okay, but here's the thing though, because I'll give you that with Shang-Chi, but Black Panther is basically a super soldier. It's just that he took a herb. He didn't take a synthetic serum.
So
Because his suit doesn't make him super powerful. It's the herb that makes him super powerful. The suit is more of just armor.
yeah, the suit provides the shock thing that it does.
Oh yeah, but that's just something Shuri did. Like if you go back to the regular comics where it's just Black Panther is just super strong and agile and intelligent. His suit is just literally just armor. It's just a protection.
Yeah, my man was going after Winter Soldier with no armor. Like, he was like, I'm about to get this man.
And on top of that, because here's the thing, I will always say if my bodyguards are scary, then the person that they're protecting is probably also scary. And you remember his bodyguards are Dora Milaje. Like, them alone are a problem. I watched the scene in Captain America and the Winter Soldier when they rolled up on Bucky and Falcon. It was based in the new Captain America was trying to question their jurisdiction, and they said wherever we are is our jurisdiction. What the hell are you talking? Like, bruh, the amount of confidence.
It's some gangster shit.
The amount of confidence that the Dora Milaje has to talk to the current Captain America like that. Because even though he ain't got nothing on the original, but at the same time, he's backed by America. And they like, nah, we don't care who the fuck you are.
Well, and also, they stepped to Scarlett Johansson's character, Black Widow. Black Widow's dangerous. We all know this.
Oh, true.
But it was like, boy, we don't care who you is. Like, okay, like y'all really about that life.
They really about that life.
Y'all really about that life. What then, you try to tell me? You try to tell me that Cap will wash Shang-Chi? Yo, I ain't catching it. I'm not catching it. I'm not catching it. Yo,
you trying to tell? No, let's flip that.
Wash Shang-Chi?
You trying to tell me that Shang-Chi got something for Cap?
He just gonna wash my man's?
He's gonna wash him. I'm sorry. Cap's washing that one easily. Easily.
I can't say easily, bro.
Yo,
please. Shang-Chi is a problem.
Comment. Yo,
Shang-Chi is a problem. Video? I agree with you. He ain't on Cap's level. Not hand for hand. Not hand, bro. Cap's hands are built different. Went toe to toe with Thanos, bro. Thanos.
But here's what I'll say. Where Cap and Shang-Chi is concerned, the only advantage Cap has is his strength. If we talking about just straight up martial art skills, Shang-Chi got that one. But the only advantage Cap has is his strength. That's literally it.
Don't get me wrong. Cap got hands.
He do.
Cap can bang with the best of them. Cap can bang with the best of them. They know, but like when they do hand-to-hand combat, like they always put Cap at the top. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about Shang-Chi.
So let me just put this in here real fast. This needs to be podcast topics more often. We just need to come up with two or four matchups what we want to see hand to hand or person for person, whoever, and we'll see what happens. But I'm sorry, Shang-Chi versus Cap, I got Cap all day long.
I got to go with Shane. I'm sorry. Shang-Chi is too much of it. That man's a man. That man's an animal.
I honestly don't know who I'll go with. Because in my opinion, I believe Shang-Chi has the advantage on the actual martial arts skill, but Cap has the advantage on strength. So either way, I don't believe it's going to be an easy fight for either one, if I'm being honest.
They need one of them fucking with Will.i.am's character. Let's go.
No, we're not talking about that. No, Dash isn't here. We're not talking about that.
But it's pre-MCU. You said they easily winning.
They are. They are.
Look, not because of him.
As much as I don't want to bring this character up, Eric Bana Hulk. Eric Bana Hulk is different. That Hulk was on that Berserker Hulk level.
Was he?
Eric Bana Hulk? That dude was jumping whole goddamn deserts. You don't remember that movie?
Well, he's supposed to be. That's how Hulk gets around.
And that was not the Hulk we had in Infinity War. Thanos whooped him side to side, made that dude turn back into Banner. And Hulk was like, no.
I was about to say, he got a point. Thanos gave Hulk PTSD. That mother ain't want no more hands.
Yeah, but Eric Bana's Hulk fought his dad. That was, what was he, Absorbing Man?
Yeah, let's not try to figure out that story. That whole story is.
Oh
yeah.
I mean, he was getting beat up by what, mutated dogs? Oh my god, that movie was so bad.
A mutated poodle, a pit bull, and an English bulldog, wasn't it? Yeah. I know one of them was a poodle because I was like, yo, that is no. I said, y'all could have picked a Dalmatian or something. A poodle,
a gator mouth pit, and I believe you're right with the bulldog.
Yeah, it was gator mouth pit. That's what it was.
I was like, at the time, I was like, yo, this is so awesome. Now I'm watching, I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, what did they do to me as a child? I was just so hyped because we'd never seen a Hulk movie.
Yeah.
Except for Lou Ferrigno. And hell, even the Lou Ferrigno shit was better.
Look, I'm not here to disagree that statement. All I'm saying is we need Eric Bana Hulk to defeat Thanos. That's all I'm saying. We need that character. We also, as much as you gonna not like to hear this one, we need Silver Surfer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the comics, Silver Surfer has single-handedly defeated Thanos before.
Well, look, Silver Surfer single-handedly
let me hear
done a lot that people don't realize how strong he is.
Well, I was about to say Silver Surfer and alone, to be honest, and see this is why I was saying that I don't believe it's as cut and dry as saying, MCU got bro. Them previous movies, because you got not only do you got Silver Surfer, you got Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's penance stare on Thanos at that point. All the people Thanos had killed. But it's something to worry about.
It would work as long as Thanos doesn't have the reality stone. Because I think if he has the reality stone, it wouldn't affect him. But without that, I think Ghost Rider would pretty much, if not that, doesn't he have the ability to open portals to hell as well? So couldn't he theoretically just open a portal up underneath the entire army?
You don't think Thanos would just fucking somehow get them out?
Well, yeah, reality stone. I'm just saying.
I mean, look, you only got one or two characters from pre-MCU that could bang with Thanos. Eric Bana's
Jean Grey Phoenix.
Gosh, she was so.
It don't matter. It's Jean Grey Phoenix.
Look again, especially from the. Well, I guess we're only talking about that X-Men, but she did to a whole army what Thanos needed all 5 rings to do. I mean, all 5 stones to do. She disintegrated people. You remember?
But okay. So now we're gonna get to this. Thanos was going toe to toe with Scarlet Witch. So you try to tell me That Jean Grey's stronger than Scarlet Witch.
I think we
I'm
had this
saying
conversation
that
before, didn't we?
We did, but now let's put it back. Let's go full circle. You trying to tell me
I'm
that Jean
saying
Grey?
I'm more saying that Phoenix, not that Jean Grey. But here's the other thing.
No, you're dodging the question, goddammit.
No,
Who the hell?
I ain't dodging shit. Look,
here's the thing. Which, because if we talk about Scarlet Witch, when she first tried to fight Thanos, she wasn't as strong as the Scarlet Witch that was trying to fight Doctor Strange. She hadn't realized her power as much.
We're going pre-Thanos now. I mean, we're doing Thanos. We're not.
But that's what I'm saying.
We're not doing Phase 4.
But that's what I'm saying though. That Scarlet Witch, she hadn't recognized all her power just yet.
But she's still Scarlet Witch.
She is formidable. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, what we saw Jean Grey doing when she turned into Dark Phoenix, that's some powerful shit.
Literally, she reduced Wolverine to a partial adamantium skeleton. Like that dude was walking up looking like old buddy from T2.
When he grabbed onto the fence.
I was like, damn, bro, that looked painful.
Oh no.
Phoenix is part of the team. She got to be.
And I mean, again, we got to throw in Magneto in this mix.
Oh, if
Magneto frail ass.
It don't matter. That dude is diabolical.
He frail.
He may be frail, but that man managed to pull iron out of somebody's blood, made 5 BBs out of it, and escaped a maximum security prison by himself.
That's where I'm interested in if it's like every metal in the universe he could control.
That's a good question because all of Thanos' army had some type of metal, embedded in them.
Because that's why I say Magneto is like, if you don't fight this man with plastic spoons, like you're going to get trashed. Like you're going to get trashed. The dude literally can control all metal. All metal. And Thanos wielding around this freaking double-sided claymore. Oh, he would have took that and he would have wiped out the
disc.
Oh yeah, dude, he would have wiped out the entire army with quickness.
Yeah, Magneto's just a broken character because he not only can control metal, he can control magnetic fields of metal. So he can pull metal out of anything that contains the metal, like blood, like the soil beneath your feet, like literally anything. If it's metal and has a some type of magnetism to it, he can control it. That's broken.
He is a broken character. So if that's the case and he can control all that, but he's trashing Thanos. Is this Thanos with the stones though? We're doing stones or no stones?
Okay, well, we'll do it like this because the Avengers had a chance to stop Thanos while he was acquiring these stones. They failed basically every single step along the way. Would a series of team members of original Marvel movie characters be able to at least detour Thanos from getting all of them so easily?
Well, if we're going off the scenario that Magneto can control all metal, then really all Magneto has to do is, especially when I guess she's not a part of this, so I can't use her, but essentially all he has to do is literally crush the glove, because then the glove becomes useless. So and then if Tobey Maguire is that Spider-Man and we've seen Tobey Maguire's strength as Spider-Man, then he could probably at least pin down Thanos' other arm long enough for Magneto to get the glove off. And also at the same time, Magneto has pulled the adamantium skeleton out of Wolverine. So I think he might be able to rip the glove off of Thanos' hand, even if you got to pull a couple fingers with it.
With ease.
So
yeah.
or just crush the glove with his hand in it.
But Tobey Maguire ain't holding down Thanos' arm. I mean, Thanos is blow for blow going with Hulk. And we all know Spider-Man nowhere near the Hulk in strength.
No, but I'm just talking about just hold his arm down for enough time just to preoccupy him.
He wouldn't even
because
do it.
again,
Well, that man stopped a whole moving subway train. He could hold Thanos' arm for a minute.
Thanos gave Hulk the business.
He gave new Hulk the business. He ain't giving.
It's still same strength. It's still the same strength.
He might have the strength. He ain't got the attitude though. He don't know. He don't have the rage. He need that rage,
determination.
How you beat the rage out of the Hulk? That's the whole gamut to the Hulk. Is the more he fights, the angrier he gets, and that increases his strength. He beat the anger out of the Hulk.
I blame Kevin Feige for that. You gave us a watered down fucking pissant the Hulk. Like that dude's pans.
I think that's everybody's feeling about the Hulk right now. He's not the Hulk we wanted.
No.
But again, quick side note, I am hoping that at some point in these next couple phases that we get World Breaker Hulk, from the standpoint that Hulk realizes that he can't just control his anger if he wants to be able to protect people, and then he just lets go of everything and becomes World Breaker Hulk. That's what I'm hoping happens.
I don't know how they would do that because they've already did Planet Hulk, and that was the reason why he became World Breaker, because they banished him off planet.
But I mean, they didn't really do Planet Hulk though. They
kind of did because he went to.
No, I know what you're saying, but it wasn't like a whole storyline behind it. So that's the reason why I say I'm holding out to see if maybe they do World Breaker Hulk in a different.
I mean, they could always. They did it before, like with Black Widow's movie. So, I mean, Black Widow's movie came out after all the other events, like it was already played out. So,
I mean, if you give me World Breaker Hulk, and they already talking about bringing in Sentry, I need that fight.
Right.
I need that fight. They beat each other so bad that they reverted back. They beat each other and reverted themselves back to the human forms. I'm talking about he was hitting dude. So, I mean, it was an epic battle. Oh my God. That's one of my favorite comics of all time. Dude cracked the Eastern Seaboard.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm holding out for that. That's what I believe is coming in one of these future movies that we will see. If maybe just a glimpse of World Breaker Hulk.
Now we have been cherry picking good characters out of this previous Marvel movies. We're not saying we're gonna take David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury in this fight because that's a waste. But alternate scenario, right? Because now I just thought of this.
Are we bringing in Dolph Lundgren's Punisher?
Lord, no. We might as well bring back terrible Captain America that wore the motorcycle helmet.
Oh my God. I was about to say, what about the old Cap? The super old Cap.
Yeah, nah. Okay, so alternate scenario, right? What happens, hypothetically, Spider-Man 3, Venom's around. Venom hypothetically attaches himself to Thanos. Now what happens?
You got to venomize Thanos?
Yeah.
Game over.
Yo, stop the press.
Game over.
Who's going to control who?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
Because Thanos has some strong convictions, so I don't. It's definitely not going to be easy for Venom to control him. But
that'd be
terrifying. But I think they'd follow the same ideology at least a little while.
Yeah, for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, Thanos is like kill half of everything, and Venom's like kill everything. So they'd be on the same page until half was gone. They'd be like, Thanos was like, all right, my job is done. Venom's like, nah, bro, we ain't done.
You got to hold up your end. You got to hold up your end, cuz.
Get your bitch ass in the Thanos copter and let's go.
Thanos copter. Oh, that was really a Thanos copter. That is so bad.
Oh man.
Bad. Oh my god. Oh, to the Thanos mobile.
Oh man.
That'd be awful. Ooh, that'd be awful.
That would be awful. At that point, though, I think, well, if we're still talking about Magneto, well, we're still talking about people that could go against that. It's probably just Magneto, Storm, and Jean Grey.
Yeah.
I mean, because we don't really have. I mean, you got Blade, even though he would get washed.
Yeah, Johnny
this ain't his
Storm.
fight. Johnny
Hey,
Storm
Johnny-
is a good.
I
is
mean,
a
if
good
he
pick.
went, what is it? Solar, what they call
Supernova?
it? Supernova. There we go. Wow, that shit was badass. He was like, Johnny, go
Yeah.
Supernova. Yeah, but they were
You
struggling
told me
against
not to
us.
do that.
They were struggling against a fucking Doom that was. Ugh, that was not Doom. I don't know what that was. That was an imposter. I go back and
Yeah,
look at
but at
these
the same
Dooms. I'm
time,
like,
though,
these Dooms were so bad.
I was about to say, at the same time, though, the real Doom is actually a very broken character too, though, right?
Yeah.
See,
But the difference is Doom would be on the side of Thanos. Like Doom ain't helping. Like Magneto's the ultimate.
But you're putting bad guys against bad guys,
But I mean, but okay, so bad guys versus
Magneto is
bad guys,
for
but
the greater good.
Magneto is more of like a. I was about to say Magneto is more of an anti-hero.
No,
Magneto, this dude will team up with the X-Men to save his ass. I don't know how many times, and he'll send the Brotherhood just to mess with them. He's like, "Yeah, I'll send the Brotherhood to help." The Brotherhood will mess the whole mission up. Magneto's like, "I gotta escape, but I can't because Charles is over here looking at me. All right, I'll help you escape this one time, Charles. But then that's it. Back to being foes every single time."
Yeah,
I can see Magneto helping because
Magneto's
it's
all about
in Magneto's
genocide.
best interest to help.
But see, Magneto is about genocide of all humans.
Yeah, so he's psychotic.
Exactly.
But no, but I'm just talking about Thanos is talking about Thanos isn't discriminating. He's talking about half of whatever you are. So he's potentially targeting mutants. So the only way Magneto would be on Thanos' side is if he goes to Thanos and be like, "Hey, bro, instead of wiping out all half of everybody, how about you just wipe out the humans?"
That's what I'm saying. Magneto would ride with the heroes on this mission. Doom's gonna be like, "Hey, bro, what's up, Thanos? I'm on your team."
Well, see, Doom's all about Latveria. Like, don't touch Latveria.
You right?
Don't touch Latveria, and I'm all with it because it's like, don't touch my country. You know what I'm saying?
Thanos is gonna say, "All right," and then they're gonna be buddy.
I mean,
let me tell you about my best friend. You see him like frolicking through a field.
Well, I think there is a comic where Doom ends up getting like the god powers, and Thanos trying to confront him, and Doom fucking disintegrated his ass.
Darn.
There is a comic that I remember now. Yeah, so Doom, look, if they do Doom right, Doom is the biggest problem in Marvel. I don't care what nobody says. Like, Thanos is awesome, Kang is crazy, but Doom is literally a whole another. Like, you put.
So where are we putting Doom? Are we like putting Doom over like Galactus and Apocalypse?
Dude, like, because the only reason I'm saying that is because Doom, not only is he maniacal, but he's also probably one of the most intelligent people in the universe. That's what's scary.
Over Apocalypse, though?
Man, Apocalypse is what is Apocalypse's motive?
Destruction.
For what?
Because he's Apocalypse.
I mean, it's just like he has no motive. Like, you're immortal. You're literally the first mutant.
Yeah, he don't like other mutants on his turf. So,
and yet he ain't been able to take over the world. yo, something's wrong.
He has several times. It's just these current level mutants he can't trash for some reason. That dude been trashing mutants for eons. What you talking about?
He said these new high ends is different. That's what he's saying.
Well, I'm just like, yo, I mean, Apocalypse is he's bad, but like I still take Magneto over Apocalypse any day.
Okay. I mean, I give you that. I ain't.
No, yeah. If I had to pick like a villain roster on the Marvel side, Magneto's always going to be top 3 that I'm pulling from every single time.
That's it. I ain't mad at that.
Easy.
I guess I don't know enough about Doom to say I would put him over Apocalypse.
I'm putting Doom 1.
Really? Hey.
Yep.
All right.
I also don't know that much about Doom. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know he's a problem.
I know he's a powerful. I was about to say I know he's a problem, and I know he's sneaky as shit.
Yeah.
I know he's sneaky as shit. So I give you that. I'll let you have that one.
Like how can you be maniacal and yet the people love you in your country? Like they love Doom. They're like, oh, all hail Doom, and he don't even be.
The best comparison I can give you is Hitler.
I know, right?
But it's like he not enslaving people.
No, he's not. But I'm just saying Germany loved Hitler.
No, they're slaves. They just don't know it.
Nah, them people are free. He just don't want nobody touching his lands. He's like, yo, do not come to Latveria. Do not set foot in these lands.
I was about to say Latveria is prosperous. When Doom is over them, Latveria is prosperous. So like I said, I give you that.
Oh, that'd be a good top 10 villains of all time. Ooh, Marvel side. Let's get it.
I was about to say,
yeah, let's do that.
All villains, because man, that is going to be a hard list to make. But we're just doing Marvel. I'll give you that one. We can do that one next.
No, Marvel's fine. You don't want to go too in depth with like all comic book villains.
Yeah, we can't do a top 10. Everybody doing it. We'd have to do like 5, maybe 3 apiece. Like there's a lot of detail to some of these villains.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, don't get me wrong though. Galactus is a motherfucker. He's the world eater.
Right.
I mean, one of the strongest superheroes is the herald to his ass. So
yeah.
I mean, so Galactus is an issue, but he only eats planets to survive. Like he has to eat them.
Yeah, it's not really villainous. He's more of just I gotta do.
That's just his thing. That's what he does. It's a problem, but he does it because he's got to.
Like
he doesn't do it to be evil. He does it because I'm hungry.
We hungry.
What y'all got to eat on that planet, cuz? I'll take it all.
Oh no.
Oh man.
But there's too many strong, like, because like the X-Men universe in its own has some of the strongest people in all of Marvel. That's why it's so hard. It's so hard to know that X-Men is Marvel when X-Men can literally be its own thing.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
true. But that's one thing I was gonna say this earlier. That's one reason why I was like, I don't think it's a straight one side would beat another, because if we just took just the X-Men, you got like we said, Magneto, you got Storm, and you got Iceman, and you got Rogue.
Boy, Rogue, let's go.
But Rogue's powers, see, her powers are strange because, well, she did literally almost kill Captain Marvel. That's why she's able to fly.
Yeah.
And has super
And
strength.
that's why she has permanent super strength as well.
Yeah. So what would she get from Thanos, I wonder?
Well, Thanos, hold on, I need to look something up real quick. Because isn't Thanos not a mutant, but technically a mutation?
He's a god. He's the Mad Titan. He's like he's like the black sheep of his kind, basically.
Yeah.
He's a Titan.
Okay, yeah. Thanos,
they called him a madman.
He's, at least according to Google, Thanos is a mutant member of the race of superhumans known as Titanian Eternals. So he's part Titan, he's part Eternal. But somehow that makes him a mutant Eternal.
Which that in itself is like, God bless, that's strong. Jesus.
Yeah,
right.
But with that being said, couldn't Rogue just take all his like strength?
Well, Rogue got to get to him first.
She'd get to him. She got Captain Marvel powers, as we saw.
I mean, are we taking that one, or are we taking from the movies? Because she didn't have none of that.
Look, we'll get there. All right, we just gotta figure it out. We just gotta figure it out. She'll have to hop around and take power from a bunch of people to get to Thanos, but we'll get her there.
Well, I was about to say, here's the thing though, because again, we talking about the previous X-Men. They got Nightcrawler.
Ooh.
So she grabs Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler teleports her over to Thanos, and she.
Now, is this Thanos by himself?
How you doing, sugar?
Is this Thanos by himself, or is this Thanos with his elite guards? Are you bringing in Ebony Maw and the other cats?
See, my hope was that we'd have a character like Ghost Rider, or a Team Hulk and Thing type deal, just murking down the army, and the main squad can focus on Thanos.
And again, if we talking about Magneto with stealing Thanos's double-sided claymore, he's destructo discing half the team.
This is true.
It's literally gonna sound like you know how when you wake up in the morning you hear somebody mowing their lawn? It's that's all it's gonna sound like. He's just mowing the squad down.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they're called the I'm sorry, the Black Order. So
his elite.
Yeah, like Corvus Clave, Ebony Maw, Proximity of Midnight. Like, those guys are nothing to write home about. At all. Look,
we're forgetting the most powerful weapon in this arsenal, and that's Professor X. All we need is wheel his ass up near Thanos somewhere. And you know what? He ain't even got to be there. Put him in Cerebro and be like, hey, Thanos, go home. And he'll be like, you know what? I've done enough here. And he'll just pack up and go home. Problem solved.
Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, exactly.
These are not
that dude will go to a different planet.
But Thanos' mind might be different, man. He might be able to resist it.
If Mantis could put that man to sleep, Charles Xavier could send his ass back to Titania or wherever his ass is from. All day, every day. Don't play with me. You tell me Mantis is more powerful than Charles Xavier?
No, hell no. Oh,
okay, then.
No, well, I will not agree to that.
Thanos is back in the ship then. Charles is like,
Professor X when he gets to Shadow King. Like, Professor X when he gets to Shadow King, and Shadow King is like the most powerful telepath in the universe. So
it's interesting to note that I don't think, or at least I'm not thinking of any pre-MCU characters that their powers are magical. Like, we don't have a Scarlet Witch or a Doctor Strange or a Wong or anybody like that pre-MCU.
There was none.
We also aren't using Pym particles or time travel to be able to beat him. That's what I'm saying. MCU had it hard. They had it real hard.
We talk about pre-MCU?
Not current MCU. They had a hard time. They had to go back in time. They had to lose key characters to the success. Pre-MCU, they would have walked in there with a Jean Grey.
They would have got washed. They would have got fucking washed.
Ain't no way, bro.
They would have got washed. They would have
rode up on the board. Nightcrawler would have dropped a Juggernaut on them, and then it don't matter at that point. This was gonna be warfare.
Would have washed them. Would have washed them.
Oh no!
I'd have been using Nightcrawler to drop all types of random Marvel characters on Thanos. Man, throw a blob on them. Throw dude Colossus, throw Colossus at him. Just any large muscular character you can find, just teleport his ass in front of Thanos and tell him to get
he
to
would have
work.
just been playing human with Thanos. You've just been popping in and dropping them at different.
They've been coming at different angles.
All the way. 100%, man. Old school Marvel has a very viable chance of beating Thanos and his army. A very viable chance.
I give it a 2% chance.
Nah, bro.
Y'all killing me, bro. He would have. So you're literally telling me that pre-MCU would trash post-MCU or current MCU. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that hero for hero, team for team, one team would easily be able to beat the other because their power bases are different. I'm saying that if we're purely basing movie abilities, pre-MCU movie abilities have the opportunity, I think an easier opportunity of beating Thanos than current MCU characters did. That's the whole argument right there. If them 1 in 14 million chance that Doctor Strange gave them, Marvel pre-MCU, they got at least a 1 in 7 million. I'd cut that odds in half. I said if they got a 1% in the MCU, Marvel's got a 2% chance. That's all I'm saying. They have a slightly bigger edge just because of the power base of their team.
Pre-Marvel?
Pre-MCU, yes.
What? Okay, let me ask you this. So if we're talking about power base, because that's mainly what we're focusing on, power base.
Right.
Is there anybody in the current MCU that you believe could go toe-to-toe with Charles Xavier?
Yeah, we've seen that already. Scarlet Witch.
Okay, but that's the only one, and we talking about Scarlet Witch post Thanos, not pre Thanos. So the only person you could think of is
Charles Xavier. Okay. Let's see here, because it's so hard with Charles Xavier because without Cerebro, like he can't really do a whole lot with multiple people. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got you.
So, I mean, to be honest, I mean, there's if you getting a whole bunch of people going against Charles, I mean, they're gonna get to him.
Yeah, a whole bunch. I'm talking about, is there one person that can?
One person.
Because okay, so let's say you got Scarlet Witch. Okay, now what about toe-to-toe with Magneto?
I mean, I was about to say Iron Man, but that's a fucking joke.
That man to his death.
I mean, okay, so
look, okay, I'll make it easy for you.
I'm questioning, would Thor's hammer still come to him, or is Magneto stronger?
I think this is just my opinion because I don't know if there's comic book. I don't know.
You don't know what the logic is.
Right, exactly. However, with with Magneto's ability to control the magnetic field around metal objects, I feel like he'd be able to trap the hammer in perpetual motion, just stationary in the air, where Thor's will, because that's all it is. Thor can control the hammer just because the hammer deems him worthy. I don't think the will overpowers the use of the magnetic field. I think that would block the ability of Thor being able to call the hammer. That's just me.
I got somebody for you, Odin. Odin would wash fucking X.
Look, we're not talking about that. What we're talking about is
I mean, you asked.
Okay.
No, Keston asked. That was Keston. That wouldn't be.
But even at that, you see how long it took you to think of somebody.
Mephisto.
Mephisto hasn't been in the MCU yet. Oh no, wait. No, Mephisto
I was
hasn't
like,
been.
Yeah, wasn't Mephisto the villain in the first Doctor Strange movie?
Strange?
Hold on, who am I thinking about then?
Dormammu. No, Dormammu. That's who
No,
it
Dormammu
was in the
was the
first movie.
Dormammu. Mephisto. That's DC, ain't it?
No, I think Mephisto is Marvel.
Yeah, Mephisto is Marvel.
He hasn't been in the MCU yet.
Sorry. Okay, so
I'm over here getting
while
my
y'all
demons
looking
mixed
that
up.
Let me list you off some characters here. All right, so you got.
Oh yeah, Mephisto's from Ghost Rider. So he's the he was in the MCU.
No, he was in the he hasn't been in the MCU. He's been
been in pre-MCU.
Yeah.
All right, so you're telling me Charles Xavier, Magneto, Storm, Rogue, Phoenix, Hulk, Silver Surfer.
Can't believe you put an Eric Bana Hulk. That dude was oh my fucking god.
Johnny Storm, and who else I want to put on here?
The Thing.
Thing would get fucking punished. What?
Ghost Rider.
Oh my god.
The last one's got to be a good one. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, I think just because of versatility, I'm gonna put Nightcrawler on there. So you think those 10 people together,
Thanos
versus Thanos, they would fail?
Yep.
No way. Ain't no way.
Thanos took out
the Silver
Guardians of the
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Cosmic level power.
The Guardians of the Galaxy. All of the Avengers. I mean, literally took out like 15 fucking people.
I'm
fucking
sorry, but the Avengers, we've talked about this. The Avengers are not mutants.
Hold up.
They needed the help of a mutant to defeat him.
Hold up. Let's rewind though real quick, because you was talking about they took out all the Avengers, but in actuality, all the Avengers weren't there. The most powerful Avenger they had was Doctor Strange fighting him on that planet. Thor wasn't there.
Yeah, because he already done washed Thor. Remember, he washed Thor on the ship, blew up all them motherfuckers.
Yeah, but Thor didn't have his hammer, did he?
Yeah,
on the ship.
He always had his hammer.
No, the hammer got destroyed by Hela.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't. And when Thor went and got Windbreaker, he almost took
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker, sorry, yeah, Stormbreaker. He almost took homie out.
Almost.
My man put an axe through his chest.
And he took that shit like a fucking G.
No, he didn't. That man went home limping.
No, he didn't. He was good. He was like, I am inevitable. And he snapped, bro. What the fuck?
No, he said you should have went for the head and then snapped. And then he escaped and he was on his planet looking like Vegeta holding his chest in his arm.
And his duty was done.
I was like, I'm done. And then he retired.
Yeah, because his mission was complete.
My man put him into retirement. That's all I'm saying.
His mission was complete. He already destroyed half the universe. What more do you have to do?
I don't know. I'm saying,
I mean, he took Marvel. On Vision. Vision was Vision's a monster.
Yeah, but they made Vision weak in the MCU. He didn't really.
Oh my god!
No, okay. Tell me something Vision did that was like a show of his power, like a true show of his power.
Because Scarlet Witch saved his ass. I don't know how many times when they were getting attacked on that rooftop.
The rooftop. Oh yeah. I got you.
When they were in that hotel room, and he was like, "We got to go." And next thing you know, they was getting washed by Thanos's minions. He's like, "Wanda, be safe." He flies off and instantly gets his ass whooped. Like, no.
So, but you're saying all this because you're saying Thanos has none of the stones. But in every other movie, Thanos had some of the stones that they were fighting. So he has some stones with him the entire time he was fighting all these characters. So he's got to have some of these stones fighting these pre-MCU characters. And if he's got the stones, he's washing them, yo.
Nah.
He's taking them out, washboarding these cats, man.
There's too many variables with these other characters. We have the ability to control metal, which the Infinity Gauntlet's made of metal. We have the ability to control his mind. We have the ability to control his will with Ghost Rider. We have the ability to do so many
blocks
things.
All that.
Like the stones block magnetism.
I was about to say, though,
well, we don't know if he can control that gauntlet. We don't know that. You're assuming that it can because it is metal, but we don't know if he can control all metal, or is it just earth metal?
Well, again, I think that's hard to say because. Hold on, let me look something up real quick.
I mean, but y'all keep putting Magneto in this where he's not even a fucking X-Men.
It won't matter. He's for the greater good. That dude finds out. He finds out there's a Thanos coming and that he's trying to wipe out half of humanity. He's gonna be like, wait a minute, I could be half of humanity. That makes me angry because I'm a mutant. All right, I'll help you, Charles. Every time. Think people gonna destroy humans and destroy me too? Not my Magneto ass. I'll help you just so I can kill the humans later.
I mean, Thanos is over here destroying fucking planets on top of planets. You thinking that these pre-MCUs going to be, he gonna come here and just fail miserably? Oh my God, no.
Storm is an Omega level mutant. Omega level.
She is.
She is going to be a problem for Thanos. He's not going to understand.
Thanos is part eternal, bro.
Don't matter.
The strongest
giving
beings.
This man too much credit.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's one of the biggest bad guys in all of Marvel. There's a reason. His name is reigns supreme throughout the whole universe.
I'm just saying the MCU didn't have an X-Men, and if MCU had an X-Men, the fight would have went a little bit easier. That's all I'm saying. If we had some mutants sprinkled in there just a little bit, maybe an actual Hulk, like we might have gotten through it a little bit easier. That's all I'm saying. Slightly increased chance.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. What does
I've been trying to find. Okay, so to answer your question from earlier, yes, Magneto can manipulate Thor's hammer because Thor's hammer is made out of a metal called Uru metal, and Magneto can manipulate that. So Magneto can manipulate some metals off Earth.
The tides are turning. You better come on over to the old Marvel side because we winning.
No, you're not winning. Because
we got a Silver Surfer, bro. Silver Surfer has single-handedly watched Thanos. You need to tell me Silver Surfer +9 when losing this?
Well, see, you got that's all you get.
I got the deciding factor. Thanos's glove, the gauntlet is made out of Uru metal too. So Magneto can manipulate it.
Bro, we don't even need nobody but Magneto. Magneto, Nightcrawler, walk in there, grab it, poof, gone. War over. World peace.
So and then send Charles down there. What if he just grabs the stones with his hands?
He ain't doing that though.
Why?
You see how them stones destroyed his whole arm when he snapped that? His face was charred with the gauntlet. He ain't grabbing them stones. Instant death.
I mean,
maybe not instant because
I was about to
Peter
say,
grab one stone before.
Yeah, the Power Stone.
All right, so maybe not instant death, but he ain't coming out of it walking like after he taught that axe to the chest from Thor. He gonna be limp. He gonna be hurt.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, that's it. Hey, Marvel.
I'd like to hear what other people's opinions are. I would love to hear that.
I wonder if because that is an interesting question. I don't know if you'll be able to use all the stones without the gauntlet though, because I think the gauntlet is like because the Uru metal has like magical properties. So I think the gauntlet mixed with the stones is what gave it the power that it did. The
Right.
ability to control the power, I should say, not necessarily the power that it did, but the ability to control it. So I don't think he'll be able to control it without the gauntlet. But I don't know for sure. So y'all let us know what y'all think down in the comments.
Please do, because I am interested to hear everybody's opinion on this. Because I mean, you got me with Silver Surfer. I can't even argue with that, because Silver Surfer in his own is a freaking monster. They shouldn't even have brought him into the MCU because he is that damn powerful.
Yeah. I can't wait.
I think in one comic he put Galactus to sleep.
Yeah. All right. I haven't read that comic, but I remember somebody talking about that comic.
You put Galactus to sleep? What?
So I was doing some homework earlier, right? And I was reading all the times that Thanos has washed the Silver Surfer. Thanos has handled Silver Surfer numerous times. However, the Surfer did get fed up with it one time and used the board to disintegrate individual pieces of Thanos' body until there was nothing left.
Hold up, wait.
Shit.
Hold up. So you saying that the Silver Surfer was getting washed, but it was almost like he was like, bro, leave me alone. Like he was like, little brother, like, bro, go on somewhere. Stop.
Right.
Stop. And he just got tired. You know what? Fuck you.
So fun fact.
That's very big brother energy. Like he just got tired of being messed with by Thanos. Just like, you know what? I'm just
fun fact.
Yeah, time to take these body parts.
Basically, in the comics, this is how it happened. The Silver Surfer disintegrates Thanos' body, but in doing so, it drains the Silver Surfer so bad that he falls from the sky down to Earth, crash lands through the Sanctum Sanctorum, and those are the events that started the Infinity Saga in the comics. That's how it started. Because after that, Thanos regenerated his body.
Sounds about right.
And came back just to blow up half of everything. That's what started it.
Hold on. So again, we back to this sibling rivalry stuff, because that's some very little brother energy right there. Oh, so you gonna beat me up? I'm gonna tell mom. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get the Infinity Stones and I'm gonna whoop your ass. That's what that sounds like. That sounds like some very
you think you could
get revenge type shit.
You know how petty that revenge is? That dude said, you could think you can beat me up. I'm blowing up half of everything. Just put your hands on me. Then I'm gonna tell moms.
Mama!
I'm gonna tell her you did it.
Tell it was all your fault. Say him hit me.
Surfer run back to Galactus. Thanos put his hands on me. Where's he at?
You saying Galactus is the dad in this situation?
Yeah, he gonna eat him and the army.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh god.
But yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think. Do y'all think old MCU would have stood a chance against Thanos? Or do y'all think that they would have got washed?
Please comment.
I personally think they would have stood a chance. But
they definitely stand a chance.
Apparently it's 2 against 1. And we don't know where Dash is at. So
with Dash's opinion, he likes fucking Wolverine. So it's hard to take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
As much as I love Wolverine, I also didn't mention his name during this podcast. There ain't no way. Like Wolverine's getting his skeleton removed physically by things.
You said Thanos just
the first scratch Wolverine lays on him, Thanos is grabbing him by the claws and ripping his whole skeleton from the claws. It's going to be a massacre.
Thanos would ball that man up like in the old cartoons and turn him into a basketball. Just start bouncing this motherfucker.
What was really bad though, because of course Wolverine would probably just heal after that. But it's the fact that if at this point, if I'm Wolverine and I put a scratch on this man and he ripped my whole skeleton out, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go fight his homeboys.
Right.
I'm gonna go fight these motherfuckers.
Y'all got this, right? Y'all got this? All right, cool. We'll be over here.
I'm gonna be over here.
Oh man.
What would you say that one of his elite guards' name is?
Corvus Clave.
He's like, hey, yo, Corvus.
I mean, hell, because I mean, Hulk already did that to Wolverine. He ripped my man's body in half and threw Wolverine halfway across the planet. Like he ripped my man apart and threw Wolverine's body.
Again, Hulk is a very disrespectful character.
He is.
Because you know how long, because even though Wolverine's healing ability is fast, it's not instantaneous. So that means that man had to be ripped in two and thrown literally thousands of miles somewhere. And he just had to sit there and stew in it. I was like, I can't believe this nigga just threw me.
So apparently he had to crawl back to his body.
He had to crawl back to his legs. So it's not like Deadpool regeneration where
that's where the confusion comes in, because he can regenerate from a single cell, but in the comic he crawled back to his lower half, I guess you would call it. And I'm like, what? I thought he can regenerate everything.
I guess because comics then. I guess
but can you imagine him crawling up this motherfucker?
That's what I was about to say. That makes it even worse. That means he had to work and he's just sitting there. I can't believe rip me in two.
And he's just gonna throw me like
this. Now I gotta walk all the way back to my goddamn leg, or not crawl all the way back to my goddamn legs.
You ever go to work and something happened instantaneously at work that just automatically triggers you, and the whole time you're having to deal with it, you're like, I knew I should have called out today. I should have just left these dudes to deal with this by themselves. Instead, that's me. That's Wolverine. Wolverine's like, I should have not come to work today.
Yo, Hulk took his body apart, was like, Kobe. And he shot that motherfucker across the planet.
Oh man, could you imagine? Could you imagine his thoughts for Professor X at that time? I was like, I don't know why this motherfucker sent me to handle the whole, knowing how strong this mother. You got cerebral. I don't know why you didn't just put this motherfucker to sleep so he could stop destroying everything. You sent my ass up here. Now I'm crawling back to my goddamn legs. I just want to take my bike out this weekend. And you sending me on this black ass jet to go take green ass motherfucker, and now I'm stuck out here in this wilderness trying to crawl back to my goddamn legs.
Should have sent Cyclops ass. Like, it could have sent anybody. Send my ass up here to do this.
I was like, why didn't you send Jean? She could have threw that motherfucker into the sun. You sent my ass.
You could have sent Colossus. His whole body is metal. You can't rip him in half.
Oh man.
Oh, this is some bullshit.
Send Jubilee's ass. Please, I wouldn't have had to got ripped in half. Send anybody. Me.
I've been alive since the 1800s. I ain't never been this disrespected in my life.
I've been through 2 world wars.
I did not fight for my country to deal with this bullshit right now.
I'm Canadian. I ain't even supposed to be out
my
here.
Country multiple times.
Oh, but
I mean, well, I will tell you how G-code Wolverine is though in Old Man Logan's story. Have you heard about that comic?
I've heard about it. I've never read it.
So basically, well, Wolverine basically killed all the X-Men because I think Mysterio made him, he tricked his mind thinking that they were all bad guys, and Wolverine killed all the X-Men, like every last one of them. And then he swore he would never take his claws out again. And so in the comic, it's badass, but there's basically a whole country of Hulks, but they're all like inbred.
That's what I was about to say.
But the original Hulk is still alive. and he fucking walks up on him. Oh, the Hulk eats Wolverine. Like straight up eats Wolverine. And Wolverine just rips him from the inside out. Plow, kills Hulk like that. It's freaking insane. It's so gruesome, but it's so lovely.
That means Wolverine's healing effector is faster than stomach acid. That's impressive.
Which is crazy because his healing factor wasn't that great in this one. His it was slowly deteriorating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because in all the Old Man Logan stories, he's what, over 160, 170, something like that?
Yeah, he's old as shit, bro.
Because even in the Logan movie, wasn't he like 150 or something like that?
I mean, he's been alive since the 1800s.
Yeah,
the
man got age on him.
He was born in like 1860. Like the dude's been a part of a shit ton of wars. I think he was actually in the Civil War.
No, he was.
Or something like that. So I mean, he's been alive a long time.
Wolverine was born in 1832.
30. Oh,
yeah, dang. That man over 200.
That's what I was about to say. I'm pretty sure that mother was close to 200 by now.
That's some impeccable healing ability.
And what's crazy because isn't the adamantium, isn't that's what's causing his healing factor to slow down?
Yeah, it's like it's what do they call it? Adamantium poisoning.
Yeah.
It's poisoning his blood and stuff like that. So
if he didn't have adamantium in his body, he probably would have been damn near immortal.
Damn near.
That's crazy.
That's interesting to think about.
But well, this was a fun one.
Right. Like I said,
please.
y'all, comment
I enjoyed
below.
this one.
Let us know what y'all think.
Please do. I want to hear what everybody else has to say because
let's go original Marvel. Let's get it.
I am interested.
I'm very interested. But y'all know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I guess that's it. I ain't really got nothing else to say. Y'all got anything to say?
Yeah, come subscribe, please. Come follow us on Instagram. Come hit us up on Twitter. Come hit us up on Facebook. Come hit all up our social media platforms and run up them likes. We trying to run up them likes, baby. We trying to get monetized.
We hungry.
And Marvel, we don't have a sponsor yet, so we would love to promote your product. Just let us know.
All the backgrounds would be Marvel.
Right.
But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all being here. Stay tuned because we got more coming. But
absolutely.
Anyways, I'm Keston.
I'm Camden.
And I'm Adrian.
And we out.